We've not done anything funny for this pre-show bit. I think we should just...
Oh my god.
This is not going to be a good introduction for the channel.
Quick,
Shit.
download the amaretto on my coffee table.
Download the amaretto.
Did I say download?
You said download.
I said down. I meant to just down. Just down it.
No, I've got sweet Monster Energy, sponsored by Monster Energy.
Yep, that made me... Hello, Robert can't speak today.
We've just woken up. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's get this shit on the road.
Yeah, Jessica is an artiste.
Oh, she looks like a good artiste.
Yeah.
Oh, she drew the planet. That's nice. I thought we were supposed to start this.
Ooh, artiste.
That's an elf lady.
Ooh, artiste.
That's another elf lady. She shows affinity for elf ladies.
Oh, Jessica, why is your...
Oh, she's very good at drawing blank pages.
This isn't her normal sketchbook.
No, that's right. We're not going to include that anyway.
In her other sketchbook, there's cunnilingus in it. She drew porn.
Ooh, Jess, we're on to you.
I was like, Jessica, oh my god.
She listens to the show, doesn't she?
She does.
Okay, no, I'm using that as the intro.
She could probably hear from her bedroom anyway.
You hear that, Jess? We're using your cunnilingus as an intro. I feel like I have to whisper now. I feel bad.
No, it's fine. She's awake.
Okay. Why do I keep putting that down? I'm gonna need to hold it. Okay. Shit, we're like 3.5 minutes in. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Antisocial Gamers podcast. I am this train's conductor, Nathan, and sitting with me here is the man you see on the back of the train masturbating under a coat. It's Robert.
It's Robert.
Yeah, you're doing the close to the microphone thing again, aren't you, Robert?
I always do the close to the microphone thing because that's my gimmick.
So thank you for tuning into the show, because we're a little low energy today. We're having to record this early because people have plans.
I have lots of shit to do, and someone is coming downstairs.
Introducing special guest Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
You're going to listen to yourself later, aren't you?
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
That was Jessica. She's my housemate.
Thank you for listening, everyone. I think that's good enough for a show. We don't have an outro. You can't do it.
I know.
So yeah, we're fairly low energy this morning.
I'm not low energy. How dare you?
You've like literally just got out of bed.
That may be the case. I'm literally in sweatpants and a jumper. I'm not even wearing underwear, guys.
I got up 2 hours ago. I've had a coffee, and I'm currently going through a Monster Energy. But
Oh my god, coffee! Jessica!
Oh, okay. We're just going to pause the show now, I guess.
Jessica! Can you make me a coffee?
Go sit down.
Thank you, secretary.
Huh?
He's got monster.
I've got a monster.
Yes!
This is going to be the best show ever, isn't it?
Why didn't I think of coffee before we started?
Why didn't you think of coffee before we started?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I will definitely need the coaster.
Anyway, so yes, Robert, how have you bloody well been this past couple of weeks?
I've been good. I've started back on my degree now.
Yes, you are getting the degree for Best Actor in Hollywood, aren't you?
You bastard. Yes.
That's going to come up again later.
Yes,
but...
yes. So I went away and I did things.
That's right, find your words.
Yeah. I'm now back at my degree after working non-stop for the past 4 months. And then, so now I'm still at work, and I'm also on my degree, and I'm doing an extra musical at the same time. So
he's being Adam Sandler.
I am being Adam Sandler. Well, no,
This is a big announcement, but he's actually recording Pixels the Musical as we speak.
No, the auditions aren't until the 28th of September, but I'm auditioning for The Wedding Singer, which is an Adam Sandler film, but
it was back when he was half decent.
It's a good musical.
Yeah. Pardon me. That's just the quality of this show now.
But
so I've had a rather, I wouldn't say interesting, but hellish past couple of weeks.
Hellish?
Yeah, well, like I said to you just before the recording, I've been working for the past 10 days in a row.
A dooming,
and
empty hellscape.
And I just want to lay down and relax and die a little bit inside, which I probably will do as soon as we're done recording, but hey-ho, got to keep it up for the fans, haven't I? Because this is the only day, the only hour of the last, 3 days of this week that we could possibly record.
Yeah, I'm a dickhead.
I do have something interesting going on in a couple of days, though. Ooh. I'm actually going to a Minecraft convention in Peterborough.
Are not.
I am.
I keep seeing,
posters for the Minevention,
and I'm like, I'm not going to a Minevention.
I will say, it's not for myself. Craig's nephews are really into Minecraft, and we didn't get them birthday presents. We're like, we'll take them. Why not? I know they'll like it. So that's my plan for this Saturday. I'm going to be around a bunch of sweaty children and neckbeardy men.
Yep.
Because that's all I can imagine it will be, but...
And Monster Energy.
Hey, I might buy a foam sword for £50.
Maybe.
I've already got one, but, need to have the experience, so I need to buy another one.
I also want to crawl into bed and die. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, and the moment I walked down the stairs, I felt this earth-shattering pain go through my body, because the last 2 days, I've started getting back into, fitness, because I do musical theatre, unless you didn't know, so I need to be fit for that. So I started going to the gym again, and I went in the morning.
Oh, you're one of us gym bros now.
Yeah, I went in the morning on Tuesday, and then I went in the morning on Wednesday, but I also had a crazy dance lesson on Wednesday as well.
When's your leg day, bro?
I did leg day.
Oh.
Ha!
Okay.
Ha!
I'm just saying.
Ha!
Oh, here comes...
Oh, thank you.
Black and cupcakes. Oh, I want the one with Spider-Man on it.
Okay, you can have
These are these awesome little cupcakes with little sugar paper pictures on them that you can eat and definitely eat. And mine's got Spider-Man on it, and it's got written above his head, copyright Marvel. So that's tasty. That's a tasty treat for the children.
Oh, go Spidey.
Oh, go Spidey. So anyway, now the listeners know that we don't want to be here, shall we? Shall we jump into some conversation?
Let's go into topics, because we spent 9 minutes just speaking about ourselves selfishly.
Basically.
But that was all of last podcast, so whatevs.
Yeah, last podcast, I think that was a great one. Did I tell you it got downloaded more than the past couple?
Yeah.
Which is
slightly
fine,
disappointing.
Clearly the listeners don't want to listen to us rant about video games. So, which of these video game topics do you want to talk about, Robert?
Let's talk about the one that I'm most interested in.
Which is?
Pokemon!
Oh yeah, that's actually very interesting, because we're basically breaking this news. I think it was either this morning or late last night. A new Pokemon game was announced. It's called Pokemon Go. And you'll be interested to hear this, Robert.
I am.
It is a mobile game for iOS and Android.
Okay.
Or Google Play, or whatever it is now.
Fantastic.
Basically, it's, I think they're called ARGs, augmented reality games. So, essentially what the game is... Now, I will say the advertisement wasn't particularly clear. It just showed, a Japanese man sort of walking through an alleyway with, a little symbol saying, 50 metres to go in east, or something like that. And you can never actually see the screen, so you don't know what the UI actually looks like. But yeah, he's walking towards, and then he sees a Pikachu, like a 3D Pikachu sort of running around in the alleyway, and he just presses on a picture of a Pokeball on his phone, and it catches it. And from what the game looks like is, it is basically just Pokemon in the real world. You walk around, it will tell you when there's a Pokemon nearby, you find it, you catch it, you can battle other people. You can trade, and you can have sort of team battles, a few of you against a few other people, all of your Pokemons, and there are challenges. At one point during the advertisement, there is a whole group of people gathering in Times Square, and it says battle Mewtwo in 10, 9, and
oh my god,
there's 100 people just looking at their phones, cheering as their Pokemon kicks the shit out of Mewtwo.
Oh my god!
I will say though, as exciting as it sounds, it emphasizes a lot on the features and not so much of the execution. It's like, as I said, it doesn't show anything of the UI, or doesn't say whether it's going to cost, whether it's going to be free, whether like it's going to be a case of, oh, the game's free, but you know, you only get so many Pokeballs a day, and you have to pay £10 for a Master Ball, or
I will pay so much money.
you would pay so much money. And yeah, I don't know how the battling system works. It could just be a case of, you know, automatic stats fighting each other. Like, you just press battle and then watch your phone as like life trickles down. Or it looks good.
I hope it's good.
It does look really interesting.
It's the next step to Pokemon in real life.
Well,
Get
that's
on
the
it,
thing, 'cause-
scientists.
And not to bring up his name, because let him rest in peace, but Satoru Iwata, it was apparently he was heavily influenced on the had a heavy influence on the game's production. But I think Nintendo did something smart, because it is made by an independent company. It's not made like Nintendo first party or Game Freak or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's I can't actually remember the name of the developer, unfortunately, but
That's alright.
this is basically what they do. Their previous title was an augmented reality mobile game. It's basically the exact same thing, but with Pikachus. But again, I don't really know how it's going to work, because by the way some of it looks, is like you can just sort of throw a Pokeball at a creature and you catch it, but other than that, like, you do actually have to battle some of them and then catch them. I don't know whether it's going to give you like something to start out with, and then you have to, you know, like in Pokemon, like you start low level and you start building up and catching more and more powerful creatures, or whether it is just like certain easy monsters are just like an instant bink caught it, or whether you have to battle all of them, sort of thing.
This is interesting. I want to go to there. I want to be a Pokemon trainer.
You want to be a Pokemon master.
I want to be the very best.
Everyone does. Like no one ever was.
Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Everybody wants to get me a master. Everybody wants to build their skills. I don't care what anyone says. The Pokemon Johto theme is the best Pokemon
It's
theme.
a whole new world we live in.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Whole new place to do.
Why are we such a musical podcast now?
A whole new brain with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all.
Be the best that you can do. Oh, Robert, you musical person.
Oh, I
But
love
yeah,
Pokemon.
it looks interesting, but Nintendo is so far unproven, shall I say, in the mobile market. Like, I don't know whether they...
Pokemon Shuffle was fun.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they haven't really had a whole lot of experience in the mobile market, to the point of, I don't know whether they're going to be like an EA or an Activision, like sort of just milking every coin out of their users, or if it's just going to be complete clueless. Yeah, we're throwing it on mobile apps, but it's like £30.
In the Pokemon Shuffle mobile app, the very first thing that you see when you load up the game is you can play this game without making any purchases at all. I'm like, oh, thank you, Nintendo.
That's the thing, because I don't think Nintendo are like that. Like, they were very good with the Splatoon thing. Like, if you... I can't remember exactly what it was, but is it like if you sort of bought the game on launch or something like that, then you got like a load of DLC for free, or was it just anyone who bought the game?
I don't remember.
But
I think it's everyone that bought the game. Like, I think the DLC is loaded.
It was
into the
mandatory.
game. Yeah.
Which I think is absolutely lovely of them, and showing that you can be in a market where everyone is trying to milk every penny out of their consumers. And
Speaking of Splatoon, I just got it the other day.
oh, okay, we're done with this now, are we?
No.
No, I was going to go into a passionate rant, but apparently we're not going to do that this episode.
No, passionate rant.
No, I'm too tired. I don't want to. It's just, all I was going to say was, it's nice to see that there is a company out there who aren't taking advantage of their fan base and are just rewarding them for being good fans.
Yeah.
Which I hope to God they do with
Nintendo's
Pokemon Go.
pretty chill.
They're pretty chill. They're good. They're good.
They realise they make a fuck
Hey
ton
man,
of
they're
money
good
already.
for it.
And they probably make a fuck ton of money out of Pokemon Shuffle anyway, because
Really?
well, you can still pay money for things.
Oh right,
They have gems and coins,
right. Yeah, well, it's like the sort of the Fallout Shelter
but they
business.
give you enough of them that you don't really need to buy them unless you're like really impatient.
Yeah, it's like the Fallout Shelter app for iOS and Android has been praised for the same sort of thing. It's like you don't need to purchase their in-app sort of currency or purchases, and You don't have to buy their in-app purchases, is what I'm trying to say, but English bad. But it's so cheap and so available, and you get such good things for it that they kind of make you want to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not evil, but it's still rather skeevy.
Genius.
It's genius, yeah, that's what it is. So, Robert, is there anything else you want to talk about with Pokemon Go? Or just that you are looking forward to it?
One step closer to real-life Pokemon!
Well, yeah, because I can't remember. I think it might have been actually Miyamoto who said, basically, it's a modern version of Pokemon Snap, which I think everyone needs.
Amazing. I'm so happy.
Is there another topic on here that you want to talk about?
No, let's just keep talking about Pokemon.
Let's just talk about Pokemon forever. Robert, who is your favourite Pokemon?
Whimsicott.
Who?
Whimsicott.
Who?
You filthy Gen 1er. You're a filthy Gen 1er.
I like the one that looks like car keys.
Klefki. No, I like Whimsicott because he has a special ability called Prankster, so if he's using an ability an attack that isn't an attack move, so like Stun Spore or something, he always goes first. So he'll always fuck people up before an attack, and it just makes me so happy.
I've always been a big fan of Alakazam.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He just seems awesome. I don't think he's as powerful as he makes himself look to be.
Alakazam. Well, back in the first generation, he was like the strongest other than Mewtwo, because Psychic was overpowered in the first
God, banned. Oh, it's like I saw an image the other day of like all of the teams of all like the Pokemon tournament people, and they were like all the same apart from like one Pokemon, and each one was slightly different. And it's just,
I know.
Pokemon, it's a fun game. Don't turn it into this sort of algorithmy. No, it's only these 6 that you should use. Otherwise, you're a pathetic scrub.
Well, I mean, that's why everyone hyped up when that guy who, I think he won with a Pachirisu on his team, and it was like...
That sounds like a pizza topping. What the fuck is a Pachirisu?
It's like...
Is it a sausage Pokemon?
Pachirisu. It's a squirrel that looks like Pikachu.
Oh, I want it now. It's my favourite Pokemon.
So, like, in every game, like, there's different Pikachu kind of...
Yeah, there's their
clones.
token cute mascot sort of thing.
And Pachirisu was one of them. And he's a tiny little squirrel. And he's, like, white and blue, and he has yellow cheeks. So
would that be like someone winning a Gen 1 sort of tournament with a Pikachu? Or would it be like someone winning a Gen 1 with like a Rattata or a Beedrill?
Rattata.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was pretty fucking hype.
It's like...
and then, like, Tumblr blew up with pictures of Pachirisu, like, all buff and whatever. It was just like...
Come at me, scrub.
It was so funny.
It's like whenever you see, like, these esport tournaments of Street Fighter, that everyone just uses Chun-Li.
I like her because of her meaty thighs and boobs.
It looks like if you were trapped on a desert island with her, you could eat her for days. And it would be very rich meat, because you know that's all muscle in the leg. Like, if I were to be like Lord of the Flies, if I were to be the Lord of the Flies in the book Lord of the Flies, I'd want to be Lord of the Flies over Chun-Li. And I'm sure many men would like to be Lord over Chun-Li.
Oh my god.
So, is that... While we're on the topic of Street Fighter...
While we're on the topic
I
of
suppose we should
eating
talk
people.
about sexy Ken.
Sexy Ken.
Basically, some pre-order... This is something funny that I found. I think it was early this week, maybe late last week. There was some pre-order DLC exclusives that was announced for the new Street Fighter game coming out, and one of them was like a very gruff, grizzled Ken who was like shirtless and had like a beard.
Oh my god.
And the internet exploded with, he's too sexy. Entitled whiny man pricks.
Oh my god.
Saying, if women aren't allowed to be sexualized and neither are men.
Why don't you have a picture of sexy Ken for me to see?
I'm upset that I don't.
Bearded, shirtless Ken sounds like a good time to me.
It was a good time for everybody.
Oh my god.
And I just want to... Okay, I know sort of social justice issues and gender equality, that sort of thing, isn't really something we enjoy getting involved in because it's so easy to get smacked in the face by the internet.
Men and women are both sexy. They can be sexy in video games.
Exactly, but my issue with the topic is that having a sexy Ken,
Yes.
as I've dubbed him on my podcast topic list.
Where's our sexy Dalsim?
Well, no, my issue is that there's a difference between sexualization and idolization. Basically, sexualization is what... It depends entirely on what the developer is trying to do. Because I don't think anyone over at Capcom was thinking, we need to make Ken sexy so that women and gay men will play our games. I don't think that thought ever crossed anyone's mind in Capcom.
They just wanted him to look handsome.
Whereas... you know that someone was scratching their beard in Capcom office going, no, more ass on Chun-Li. And make the fabric ride up a little bit more in her crack. Yeah, that's better. Okay, this will make all of the teenage boys come. Because that to me is the difference between sexualization and idolization. It's the thought process, the intention, that's the word I'm looking at. It's the thought process that goes into the intention. Because I think sexy Ken, as we will dub him forever, is... I think the reasoning behind that was because there are men who would kind of... as much as that the whole argument of, oh, well, I'm not this huge muscular man, so therefore I am being marginalised and sexualised, because that's what whiny people do.
Yeah, but all the men in that game are like... Hench.
I know, exactly, and it's...
There's no skinny guy.
It's not a case of, oh, they're trying to turn me on, it's a case of... They're wanting you to portray yourself into a powerful mindset, which, granted, there are some girls who play. There are some girls who play Street Fighter shit. That's out of.
There are some girls.
There are girls who play Street Fighter.
Girls play video games.
Who can play any character, and they enjoy playing as the female characters who are sexy because, they're sexy. I would like to be sexy.
Yes,
thank you.
I'm a girl.
I want to take.
Yes,
I want to put
play
myself in the mindset of a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. And god damn, I'm digging myself a hole, aren't I?
Where's their sketch at? Why isn't that on the YouTube channel yet?
What sketch? Oh, what, the intro?
Yeah.
Because it's difficult to edit.
But it's so fun.
I put it in order. I'm just trying to edit the point where somebody shouts Robert in the background. Jess.
Was it? It was Helen.
Oh, Helen. Damn it. Now I'm sexist. Sorry, all women look the same to me.
Amazing.
I forgot. All I remember is that there was another female person here.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Helen's the one you should probably know more.
Yeah, I think
she's really good friends with your sister.
Yeah, I've met her a few times before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was all Wildcat stuff, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Am I supposed to say that name on the podcast? Sorry, it was all Stevens. I don't know why I cover my mouth when I say Stephen. So, do you have any thoughts you'd like to add to Sexy Ken?
I want to see him. What color is the beard? Is it blonde?
No.
Ken's blonde, right?
Is Ken not the brown-haired one?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, have I got Ken and... I play video games.
So he means to say sexy Ryu, and it's been Ryu this entire time.
I'm actually going to go back and edit every time I say Ken to say Ryu. Hang on, I need to confirm this because I feel. Is it obvious that I've never played Street Fighter?
Oh my god!
Why do I have no internet here?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, white fighting game characters, they all look the same to me.
Oh my god.
Nathan is a racist. So, Robert, would you like to talk about something for a moment while I just confirm my own stupidity?
Okay. Shower with your dad simulator.
Yeah, would you like to talk about... Okay, let's embarrass ourselves about another topic. Would you like to discuss Shower with your dad simulator at all?
Yes, so... I saw it the other day and I was like, what the fuck? And I
Yeah.
I watched a YouTube video of it because I was like, this surely has to be more than it is.
Oh, and it is. It's a lot fucking more than it is.
It is basically this really drum and bassy kind of music going on while you're a child trying to search for your dad out of other dads.
Yeah, in a public shower
In a public
room.
shower, and you need to shower with your dad.
Oh, shit.
And you're both naked and it's weird. It is weird.
It is. It is a weird game, but it's not like...
The premise of it is bizarre.
Yeah, and it gets
It's not sexual,
more weird.
but it's just weird.
Yeah, it gets more weird the further into it you get. Like, there's always, sort of in the loading screens, there's, like, dad jokes, which are hilarious in their own daddy way. Like, did you know I used to be addicted to showering, but it's okay, I'm all clean now. That one's a good one. And I don't see why anyone should not buy it, because it's like 75 pence or like $1 in the Americas. It's so fucking cheap, and there is so much game to get through. Because, yeah, the main game itself is the whole thing where you're just sort of running around a public shower trying to find your naked dad. But there are lots of different game modes, and it gets weird. Like, at one point there's a Flappy Bird clone, where you're in a bathtub with your dad trying to collect your dads and shoot the other dads. It gets really weird. There's like 9 different game modes so far, I think, and I think the developers keeping on updating it.
They just love to shower with their dads.
It's a very weird game.
It's bizarre.
I feel so embarrassed about the Ken Rio situation. This is what happens when
It makes me laugh so much.
when I notice a headline and then remember it 2 days later and think, yeah, I should talk about that. Who was it? I don't care.
Who was it? Ken.
It was the brown head one. I think that was Ken. I'm not going to do any research because I'm too good for that.
And then Robert calls you out on your stupidity.
But okay, sexy Ryu has a brown beard, to answer your question earlier.
Okay.
And it's like bushy. He looks a bit like, is it a Bluto from Popeye, but with less fat?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't want to live anymore. That's terrible. I should hand in all of my badges.
Hand in your Gaber badge. Gimme.
I handed in my Spider-Man cupcake.
I need your gun too. Thank you.
That's my watch. This is great physical comedy for this podcast. I'm becoming like you.
Ha!
I learned it from watching you.
I learned it from watching you.
This is a very dry episode.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're sorry. We're just so tired and out of it.
Barely gotten through this coffee so
Yeah,
far.
and it's black. You're strange.
I can drink black coffee.
I can't. It hurts my tongue. It penetrates deep into my soul and makes me cry.
Well, I mean, I like drinking coffee with milk, and I also like drinking coffee black. Like, it's just 2 different textures. Like, I feel like the milk gives it a bit more of a smooth... No, not smooth.
A thick.
It gives it a bit more thickness. But black coffee is so smooth.
You like it white and thick, is what you're saying.
I like white, thick things all over.
Oh dear. So we didn't quite get out all of the gay sexual tension in the previous episode, did we?
No. But we've had gay sexual tension since day 1, Nathan.
I suppose there has been, hasn't there?
Oh God.
Sorry, I'm just so out of it.
What
right.
was that noise?
Okay, we're going to take a break from the gaming topics, and I'm going to do my bit that I've got planned.
Oh, I'm so excited. We have a bit.
Rob, I'm going to move the laptop away because you're not allowed to see the text that's going to be written on the screen.
Oh my God, are you...
So as everyone knows, Robert is a world-famous actor.
Fuck's sake.
Or is at least getting to that point.
I need to pull up my trousers.
And one thing that all famous... Do you know the one thing that all famous actors that are truly worth their pedigree have in common, Robert?
Improvisation.
No.
No.
Well, we clearly have that down pat.
Papa.
No, only the best of actors have ever been on Inside the Actors Studio.
Oh no.
So, I figured I'd get in there faster than any... before they try and snag you up, I want to get in there first so they can say, Nathan did it! Nathan's the one who asked the important questions first.
Okay.
So that what's-his-face won't be allowed to do it. So, at the end of Inside the Actors Studio, no.
Oh my God!
They have... They ask the actor 10 questions that are just sort of quick-fire questions that they have to answer as quickly as possible. So I've got the 10 questions officially from the show that I would quite like you to answer for me, because one day you'll be a world-famous actor. I want to get in there first.
I've never seen Inside the Actors
Studio. That's
before.
fine then, good, because it means that you don't have time to plan your answers.
Oh my God!
Okay, so we're going to start with the first question. What is your favourite word?
Throbbing.
Really?
No! I don't know!
fuck's sake.
It's the first thing that came into my head.
Okay, well, first answer applies, Robert. And second of all, what is your least favourite word? Is it not throbbing?
No, it's feces.
Ooh, God, I do hate that word.
It's a terrible word.
Not to jump on you, but do you know what my least favourite word is?
What?
Oasis. Because it shouldn't exist to sound like that. There are, as far as I'm aware, there are no other words that have an OA and have an OA sound in it. It shouldn't be oasis, it should be oasis or oasis. Something. It's not oasis.
You realise you've had this rant on the podcast before.
Have I? For fuck's sake! Why am I so bad at podcasts?
I think it was like episode 2 or 3.
Why didn't you stop me before?
Because it makes me laugh.
Oh God, this is terrible. Okay, fuck it. We'll ignore that.
Oasis.
Okay.
Or actually, you might have just told me in person and not.
I think it might have just been in person.
Who knows?
Anyway, question 3. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? Basically, what gets the creative juices flowing?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think being in a creative kind of zone, like...
So being around other people that are...
Yeah, if I'm around other people who are in a creative area and they're contributing ideas that are good, like, I just get really inspired and whatever.
Okay, and so, follow-up question number 4. What turns you off?
People that let other people do all the work.
People without beards,
Lazy people. People without beards.
Okay, and this is probably my favourite question. What is your favourite curse word?
Cum bucket.
Cum bucket?
Yeah.
Does that count?
Well, if you call someone a cum bucket, it's not very nice.
No, I suppose not. So, going on to the next question. Question 6. Where did you hide the body?
No one will ever know.
That doesn't really answer the question. Where did you hide the body?
Well, I always had the idea that if I was going to hide a body, it would be in a, I don't know, like a ditch somewhere.
So, you hid it in the ditch.
Not very creatively.
So you definitely killed somebody and hid the body in the ditch, okay? Question 7. Have you ever picked your nose in a room full of people, all stealthy-like, and then made an attempt to wipe it on the furniture without anyone noticing?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because, you've been around my house a few times, I've noticed some things. Okay, question 8. If no means yes and yes means yes, can I stab you?
Maybe.
Okay, that's a good question. Good answer, sorry. That means yes.
Fuck.
If given the opportunity, would you beat a baby seal to death with a crowbar or set it on fire?
I would set it on fire. Actually, no, I'd beat it to death because I'm Canadian.
Okay. Okay, and the final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates? Also semen.
Semen? When I arrived, I would like him to say, "What up, my..."
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to censor that out with a Stephen.
Please do.
I will. Thank you. There's a lot I'm going to edit in this one.
Thank you. Do not let this podcast going up letting me say Stephen.
I don't know whether I want to upload this podcast at all. Like, I know we've called past episodes a train wreck, but this is a fucking train wreck. This is a train wreck full of baby seals on fire and crowbars. So if you couldn't tell, Robert, halfway through that, I made up the questions.
I had a feeling. Because I was like, this is starting to get weird.
Also, if it wasn't obvious, the last question, if heaven exists, was an actual question, but I added semen on the end.
Also semen.
Because I felt like you needed to come back to reality, but not too much. Mm-hmm. So that was the funny bit of the show. That's the one that people are going to turn into an animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bit that our fan will like.
Singular fan.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen.
Okay, so I suppose we actually have we have 2 other big topics to talk about in about half an hour to go. So let's jump straight into the Deus Ex pre-order. Did you hear about this at all?
No, please, go on.
Okay, so there's so much that went on in the past couple of weeks to rant about. Basically, Square Enix came out and burped on stage.
Steven?
Sorry, it's just Monster Energy, Stephen. And they released a trailer for Deus Ex, the new one. That's it. So that's the official subtitle. Deus Ex, the new one. Why does your mug say "I farted" on the bottom?
It says I failed.
Oh, okay. I thought it said I farted.
No.
And basically, this advertisement was for the pre-order opportunities for Deus Ex Machina Super Duper Edition, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And basically, what they've got going is a Kickstarter-esque pre-order system. Basically, if a certain amount of people pre-order, they unlock Tier 1 of the pre-order bonuses. If double that amount pre-orders, then they get Tier 2 and Tier 3 and Tier 4, etc. Until, like, the ultimate prize, the game releases 4 days early. And naturally, the video is so funny to watch because the woman announcing it just doesn't sound interested at all. It's like, you can unlock Tier 1 by and Tier 2 contains even better things. And the dislike bar for this YouTube video is just completely grey with a smidgen of blue. Like, no one is enjoying this, but apparently they've already unlocked Tier 1. Like, there's been so many pre-orders it's gotten that far already. So thank you for perpetuating this system, ladies and gentlemen.
For those of you that didn't know, I was just silently shaking my head the whole time.
As anyone who knows about this should. Because it is dirty, is all I can say. Stop playing with the fingerprint scanner on the laptop.
Oh, it's a fingerprint scanner.
Yeah. It's to scan... Yeah, now I've got your fingerprints.
You can only scan, like, a little bit.
No, you have to go like... Ah... You have to stroke it gently, like it's the spine of a book in the Harry Potter universe. That's a nerdy reference for you all, ladies and gentlemen.
You have to stroke it gently, as if it were a woman.
As if it were sexy Ryu.
sexy
Ryu. Not Ken, Ryu. Yeah, I've lost all my steam now. But yeah, they've just called it Augment Your Pre-Order because it's a fun thing from the game.
Do you get it? Do you get what we are doing?
It's upsetting just because clearly they've developed that sort of content and they're just holding it to ransom for people.
Square Enix, why you do this?
It's just such a thing of why should we market the pre-order when you guys can do it for us? Because all this is sort of inspiring is people to go, hey, pre-order this so I can get better things. If you don't, you're a dick.
How do you do that shit?
Yeah, that's an almighty response. Let's tear down the walls of Square Enix and tell them no.
Seriously, like, Square, why are you fucking with everyone? Like, just be nice. Why do you have to be like that? Square Enix, go back to making your 90s video games.
Yeah, all the good 90s video games.
90s video games with your 90s money.
Why don't you just go back to the 90s Square Enix?
Yeah.
Get into a time machine.
Make good games.
Go to the 90s and just stay there. And when it gets back to modern day, just go back to the 90s and do it all again until... Oh god, there'll be literally infinite Square Enixes in an office.
Did you notice how, like, fucking... none of the old Final Fantasies got sequels until number 10, which is sort of a lie because...
Seven got sequels, but it came, like, a lot later than the game itself.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't come out until, like, after 10.
Because they had, like, the PSP, didn't they?
And then that was Crisis Core.
Yeah.
And then,
the one with Blackhead Cloud.
And it's sort of a lie anyway, because Final Fantasy IV had a sequel called...
You were wrong about a thing, Robert. How dare you claim to know things about video games and then get things wrong about video games?
They did Final Fantasy.
I am completely taking the heat off myself. Everybody who's a Final Fantasy fan, jump on Robert for getting a fact wrong. Don't look at me.
Well,
look at Robert.
I'm addressing myself right now because I said, like, there's Final Fantasy IV Interlude and whatever.
Interlude?
Yeah.
Aren't the early games, like, numbered weirdly because, like, certain games were released?
Yeah, like, number 3 for us is 6 in Japan, I think, and vice versa.
Ooh, okay. What? So 6 here is 3 over there?
Yeah.
What? So, does it just sort of downgrade in graphics? Or did they, like, update it?
I don't...
Or was this... I don't know. I've never actually seen Final Fantasy 6. Was that back when they were still 2D, or...?
Yeah, 6 is still 2D. 6 is the one
7 was the first move into 3D, then?
Yeah, 6 was with Terra. Do you know that one? No? That's the one with massive... That's the one with Kefka as the bad guy. Surely you must know Kefka. Like the clown-looking one.
No, I only know 7, 8, 10.
You're so bad.
And
you need to play all of the Final... I will give them to
there
you.
is so much Final Fantasy.
You
There
need
is
to play
so much
all of
Final.
them. You need to play all the RPGs. You need to do it.
There is far too much Final. And I'm planning for a big video game glut at the end of this year. Because there is Until Dawn, Metal Gear Solid 5, Fallout 4... And I have a PS4 now, so I can play them all on the PS4.
Oh, you can.
I can, and I will, and I want to. Because video games... It's like, I've never been big into the AAA industry so much. I mean, I've always been a fairly, and I'm willing to admit this, casual gamer.
When Dark Souls 3 comes out, we should get it for the show.
We should get it for the show, yes.
Can I play it, though? Because you suck.
Oh. Don't, please, Robert.
Oh.
By the way, speaking of the show that Robert is speaking about,
Speaking of Dark Souls,
if you want to subscribe to Whoneedsquality, all one word, the YouTube channel, minus the all one word bit, that is where Robert and I play some games.
we play Dark Souls and Papers, Please, so far.
Yeah. Papers, Please, I will explain this. Papers, Please was our first foray into recording, so I'm sorry if it's a bit dry to begin with, but it does get a lot better.
My favourite part is where I'm like, this fucking mouse, man. Like, this mouse isn't working.
Well, you didn't know how to play PC games like some console kiddie.
No, I play PC games, thank you. It's
Console kiddie.
It's just a shitty mouse.
Good workman never blames his tools.
A
A good tool never blames its workman.
A good work tool never blames its man.
A good work tool person blames it. Never. Now, did we just blow your minds, ladies and gentlemen, with our clever wordplay this
Yes.
fine
Clever,
Thursday afternoon?
clever wordplay being like fucking just putting words in different places.
That's what clever wordplay is, isn't it?
It's not clever.
Fuck my bitch up. Don't you mean bitch my fuck up?
Ow.
Lol. That's a wordplay, isn't it?
to stretch.
Oh yeah, because you are all buff now and gym-like.
I'm not buff.
You are a golden Adonis.
Oh, thank you.
No. I go to the gym and there are some scary-looking people there.
Every time I've gone into the gym so far, there's always been a naked man, and I'm like, would you stop?
Well, yeah, to be fair though, I saw that a lot at Westside as well, but I was also one of those people who I'm getting naked in the middle of a change room. I don't care.
What?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I feel weird. I don't want people looking at my body.
I suppose you need to get a little bit more self-confidence in yourself then, because...
I should join the D Club.
No, because it's. I think it's a general unspoken rule of the gym locker room that you don't make eye contact or penis contact with anybody. Anybody in the gym locker room unless you're friends. Unless you're good pals and no one's gonna say a word of it later.
Okay. We're good friends. I'm going to look at your penis now and you will tell no one.
I think it was, I don't know, it might have been on that show that we talk about far too often here, where they talk about how they talk about sort of the only people in gym locker rooms who actually, don't mind being naked and talking to each other is old men.
Yeah.
Who just literally stand there with their just all of it just dangling.
Tiny wrinkly dicks out.
Yeah. There are too many.
We should go to the gym.
We go to different gyms.
Why? Come to Westside.
I'll be honest. I used to go to that gym, and while the gym that I go to now, I almost said it's now. Oh, well, fuck it, it's Rhino's now. But despite the fact that the gym that I go to is full of the more atypical jock types, from what I've seen, I actually felt a bit more self-conscious in Westside than I did at the new place.
Why?
I don't know. Kind of because Westside is more of it was a fitness centre. It was full of elderly people and just people who weren't really that into fitness, were just sort of there as a hobby. And which is technically what I am. I'm a hobbyist more than anything, because I do it like 2 days a week, because I'm a busy adult man with difficult adult things to do.
I see a bunch of dudes in there getting jacked.
I know, but they all look like dickheads. But at Rhino's,
I'm in there trying to get jacked.
It kind of feels like everyone's there for the same purpose, and it's all just, let's just get on with our own shit and not bother anyone.
Well, no.
Whereas I got some funny looks in the other place, and I didn't appreciate it.
Was it a while ago?
What?
How long ago was this?
This was like 2 years ago. So
Suck it up. Come to the gym.
I'm still registered there, so I could get in.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I did with my gym membership card.
You could just be like, "Hi, I'm Nathan Woodward. You should have me on your files."
Yeah. Well,
And I think
the thing is though, because when I signed up, I was signed up as a student. So I got that thing of like I pay like one subscription fee like at the beginning, and then I pay like £6 per entry. I think it was, and that was like 5 years ago. I think
It's okay, because if you're with me, they know that I'm a student, so...
that's the thing. Because I think like one of the last times I went in, they said, "Oh, how long have you been on this membership scheme?" I was like, no time at all.
I am forever a student.
I'm still student. Look at my picture. I look young.
Look at me, I'm only 21.
No, just
Just
let me
kidding.
know.
Just kidding, Robert's 21. Nathan's old.
I'm having to rejig my gym days a little bit because I've got rehearsals. I'm doing a performance soon. So,
Am I invited?
if you want, if you can get there,
Where is it?
it's Collie Weston.
You know, that's not too far.
Yeah, go ahead. You can walk.
I've been
there.
to Collie Weston before.
Yeah. Well, you've come to see the performance before.
Was it...
It's another 40 Towers. Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm
Are you-
I'm reprising my role.
Yeah! Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And I have such confidence in this one because the last one.
I thought the last one was hilarious.
Why are we talking about ourselves again?
Nah, come on.
Do we have to?
Indulge.
I suppose we need to fill in time anyway. The last one was kind of all over the place set wise. Like it was really difficult to do, but it came out well in the end. This one, it literally takes place in 4 rooms, so it's really easy to do. It just I think it's just a case of get the lines done quickly, and then we can sort out the actions and polish the fuck out of this. Which it's a good attitude to take, and I'm looking for. Oh, I love performing so much.
Is Lauren going to be in it?
Yeah, she is.
Ah.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
How are you in the Americas?
How is Miami? She's going to Miami.
She's in Miami.
I know.
She sent me a picture of her eating Papa John's cheese pizza, and I fucking hate her for it.
What a bitch.
Because that is like a delicacy to me, and I was so happy because I feel so bad for Craig because on our honeymoon there was a Papa John's nearby. So yeah, for like 2 of the nights we went to like a nice restaurant, had a good meal, but like 3 of the 5 nights I just sat in eating Papa John's pizza. Watching like Red Dwarf on the television because that's what you do on your honeymoon.
Wow.
I had so much fun. I need to go back on holiday to Brighton. It was a lovely place. Apart from all the homeless people, but what can you do?
I was going to say, of course you went fucking on a gay honeymoon in Brighton.
It's the perfect place for it.
Brighton's full of gays.
It's so much gay. Yeah. That's alright, we'll just have a bit of silence. I can cut that. I've got to do so much fucking editing in this one. This one's going to be a really difficult one to edit. Okay, screensaver, thank you very much. The only other thing that was really needed to be talked about was Metal Gear Solid 5, which, if you may not know, it's Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid 5. It's a Hideo Kojima game made by Hideo Kojima, starring Hideo Kojima.
Hideo
Kojima, yeah. It was released recently, and it's got some very, very good reviews.
Ooh.
It's been getting very high reviews. It's apparently a perfect end to the franchise, and there was something so sad that I saw the other day. Konami, the evil fucking Konami, were doing like they had like a mini documentary sort of YouTube series going on, and like one of the last videos was basically Hideo Kojima sort of talking to people who have worked on the game for years, and them talking about how wonderful it's been to work on the series. And during the video, he went to the house of a boy who was terminally ill, who wrote to Hideo Kojima talking about how much he loved the Metal Gear Solid franchise, how it helped him through his chemotherapy and all that. And unfortunately, the boy had died before Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, and he basically gave 3 copies to the family, and said that it was he apologised to them personally for it taking so long to complete, sort of asking for forgiveness, that sort of thing, and basically dedicating the game to the boy.
That's really sweet.
And yeah, and like the very end of the video was him like talking to the camera, nearly breaking in, like keeping face, as it were, as he was talking about how much of an honour it was to work on the series for like 28 odd years, I think it's been, and how like every game he made, it was like this feels like it's going to be the last one. I think I need to tighten the story a little bit just to make sure, just in case. And every time they came back for a new game, and he was always surprised.
Oh, Mr.
And
Kojima.
I feel so bad for Mr. Kojima because it is his baby that's being taken away from him. His 28-year-old baby,
Good
who
God.
should go and go out and get
Go
a
a
job,
real
and
job.
get a real job. Stop leeching off of Daddy.
Get away from Daddy.
Get away from Daddy.
He's trying to drink his alcohol.
He's trying to drink his daddy sodas.
Daddy's. That's hilarious.
I honestly can't wait to see what Hideo Kojima's got next. I mean, people do rag on him for, he's got some issues when it comes to storytelling. I'll admit that, because he is a Japanese man with
Inspired
heavy influence by
the
Western
West.
culture. And you can very clearly see that in the game, because they're sort of very Western in their themes of sort of tactical espionage action, as the subtitle of the game is. But they're very Japanese in its theme. Because, yes, it has all this like quiet,
Otacon.
stealthy, shoot the guys and pow pow, be a badass. But at the same time, there's like robot ninjas jumping over giant mechs.
Hide in a cardboard box.
No more was this apparent than in Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes. What do you think of Twin Snakes? Do you know much about it?
I've played like 2 Metal Gear Solid
Fair enough
games.
then. I probably won't bother talking too much about it, but basically, Twin Snakes was a remake for the GameCube of the original Metal Gear Solid game. And I'm pretty sure I've discussed it before on the podcast, so I won't go too deep into it, but the voice actor for Solid Snake, the original Solid Snake, David Hayter,
I thought it was Aaron Hansen.
shut up, footed the bill to bring the old voice actors back, but for some reason they lost a lot of the accents that they gave the characters. Like Psycho Mantis was no longer Russian for some reason.
Ooh.
And Grey Fox kind of sounded a bit more like Raiden than he did. I was the one who killed your parents. So he just kind of sounded a bit whiny and white, which was weird. But still, HD remakes. I still need to get the Metal Gear HD remakes.
Yeah.
There have been so many Metal Gear games, and I will not play them all. I still don't know if I even want to play number 4. Because while people do say good things about it, it just doesn't appeal to me at all. Like, the way the game is laid out.
Just don't do it.
I probably won't do it. I might play 5 though, because just so that I can attach a sheet to a parachute and have it watch it as it flies up into the air.
That'd be amazing.
I've seen some videos and it looks funny.
Do you like this mug?
Yeah, you painted it yourself, didn't you?
I painted it myself.
Didn't Lauren get you a mug of sorts?
She did. It's at the academy though.
You've admitted that on live air. She's gonna hate you forever now.
She knows where it is.
Oh, Lauren, how could you? Everyone just hate Robert for now.
I put
Stop
it-
focusing on me and my Ken Ryu mix-up.
I put it there so that everyone can see it because I like it so much.
Is this the one with your face on it?
Yeah. The one that says "I love coffee" on one side, and I was like, when I first saw it, I saw that "I love coffee," and I was like, "Oh, that's really nice." And then she was like, "Turn it around." It was me and my chins, and I was like, "Lauren, why? Lauren, why?"
What do you want for Christmas? Because I know you kind of jokingly said that you want a T-shirt with my face on it.
Yeah,
but you do actually want that.
actually want that.
Okay, because I was also considering getting you a shirt that just says Homestuck reference.
Nice. I'll get you a T-shirt that says "Sexy, Sexy Ken" on it.
And then a picture of like a hyper
Of Ryu.
I would wear that to gaming conventions and piss everyone off. I think the title of this episode has to be "Sexy, Sexy Ken."
Why is it making me laugh so much?
Can you just imagine me walking around wearing a T-shirt saying "Sexy, Sexy Ken" with a picture of Ryu on it, saying to people, "Hello, yeah, look, I have a T-shirt. I love Mortal Kombat." I don't know if people can hear you laughing, but you've just kind of fallen off the couch.
Oh my god. Sorry guys, I've been having a breakdown.
That's alright, we've only got about like 10 minutes left to fill.
Oh!
Well done.
Ooh.
I don't think we've got any questions, but I don't really know if we can check, because
yeah,
Robert, your new home still doesn't have any internet.
I have no internet in my house.
So, sorry if you asked us a question. We'll assume that nobody did.
And if you did, we'll just carry it over for the next episode, and then we'll answer it then.
That's alright.
Get off our back, you know our mom!
So, Robert, we might as well close the show out now. It usually takes us about 10 minutes. Would you like to tell people where they can find you and what you do?
Hello, my name is Robert. If you'd like to find me, you can find me at Robert Has a Vlog on Twitter, and by the same username on Instagram. You can also find me on Tumblr at ectob1ologist. Don't follow me though, because I have frequent mental breakdowns on there and existential crises.
Aww. I don't follow Tumblr, so I don't know.
You can also find myself and Nathan playing video games.
Shut up. I want to advertise this. Don't do it. Go on then.
At a later date, when Nathan has his time to tell you about things. But yeah. You could also find me on Facebook at
You are spiking the fuck out of this mic right now.
Don't follow me on Facebook, alright? Things.
Are you quite done?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Do I have more things to talk about?
No, I think you're done. Do you have any plans, video game wise, for the next couple of weeks?
I think I'm gonna play some Splatoon, but I need a TV.
Yeah, you've got a TV. What are you talking about?
That's not it.
It's a beautiful that appears to be maybe 13-inch television.
It doesn't have an HDMI port.
Oh, what is it? Pure composite?
Yeah.
Composite? Component? Oh, what am I talking about, Nathan? Don't lick the microphone, you disgusting piece of work. Ugh. Do you know how close and spitty I've been on that thing? You disgusting human being.
You turn. Not to lick the mic, to talk about yourself, you twat.
So yeah, my name is Nathan, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Nathan.
I'm not.
You
I
are.
I will say that now. I am not an alcoholic, but I do intend on getting leathered tonight for reasons that I won't go into. But I've been asked by a friend to assist with some heavy drinking tonight, and I shall partake. For drinking festivities, do you know what I bought for getting leathered? I got a bottle
of absinthe.
No, for myself, I got a bottle of raspberry flavoured Sambuca.
That sounds like hate. That sounds like you don't love yourself.
I like Sambuca because it tastes like Bonjela. And I like raspberries. So I figured the two together, why not? I've tried some, it is hell.
The strangest thing that you just said is that you like Sambuca because it tastes like Bonjela.
Bonjela's fucking lovely. It hurts, but it's lovely.
I use it all the time because I get really bad ulcers. Like, when I get stressed,
I bite my cheeks and tongue all the time because I have such a fat mouth.
When I get stressed, I chew on the inside of my face.
I don't. When I'm eating, I sometimes eat through my own flesh.
I do that. I do that as well.
It's like, no, this slice of lamb was not enough. I must consume my own flesh.
But when I'm stressed, I end up like just doing that a lot. Then I accidentally chew my face off, and then I get really bad ulcers. So I have a lot of Bonjela because I need it.
When I'm stressed, I just tend to like drum my fingers a lot.
I internalize my stress though.
As in, like, you let it build until you just have your internet Tumblr breakdowns.
Yeah, which is my existential crises.
Aww. You do realise that I'm literally like a 5-minute walk away and will happily pub it with you when you get too stressed.
Yes! That is
a beautiful thing about living near each other now.
That is going to frequently happen, Nathan.
Were you busy last night?
Last night?
Yeah. Because I went...
Oh, yeah, because I was...
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
I was at a rehearsal for The Wedding Singer.
How late, though?
10:30.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. No, because I was out with Blake, and it sort of rolled around 11. I was like, shit, I should have invited Robert. He would have loved this. But no, never mind. It's fine.
Have. I'm really upset you didn't invite me now.
You wouldn't fucking come anyway. Oh, shut up.
I'm not free Monday night. I'm not free Wednesday night.
No, I'm not free Wednesday nights and possibly in...
Really, you're not free Wednesday night because that happened yesterday. That was yesterday.
I'm not
Wednesday
free
night.
Wednesday nights up until like
Liar.
9 o'clock.
Liar.
Up until 9 o'clock, you div. Div. I'm bringing that back from the 90s.
And then I don't know. I just work a lot. I'll just give you my rota and be like, plan drinking around this. Let's hang out.
I feel bad because I do often get a message of, hey, you want to go drinking tonight? And I'm just like, No. Because some nights it's like, I've had a stressful day at work, but it's not like I want to go out and get leathered.
Yeah, but when I go out for a drink, I never get drunk. I have like maybe one or two.
Well, that's the thing. I only have one or two, but it still gets me drunk.
Yeah, that's true. I always
The
get
beauty
tips.
of being.
I always get tipsy off it because I'm a fucking lightweight.
Oh, thank God we actually wasted some time talking about that.
Nathan, please tell the lovely people where they can find you, as if they couldn't just listen to the last podcast.
Yeah,
Go on.
as if they haven't been. If this is the first time listening, well done for getting through this. Well, congratulations for making it to the end.
Congratulations.
So I'll just let you.
Congratulations.
Is there a particular reason you're continuing?
Congratulations. I'm memeing
You're memeing.
Evangelion.
Right.
It's an anime.
I know it is. I know it is an animes.
An animes.
And it's an anatomy animes, and it's got robots, and it's
Get in the fucking robot, Shinji.
and it's got
That's
a boy
another
that
meme.
masturbates over a coma patient at one point.
Yeah.
That happens in Evangelion, isn't it? It's not another classic mistake of Ken Ryo, is it?
No,
Where it
no.
turns out to be like Shigami Tensei, whatever it is.
Shigami Tensei is a video game.
Fuck's sake!
It's a video game, dude.
Sorry, Black Butler.
That's an anime.
That's definitely an anime because I've watched it.
Although Shigami Tensei does have an anime.
Yeah, that counts. I win. I win at animes.
But it's called Persona.
What? I thought Persona was a video game.
It is, but they made an anime of it.
No, is
But
it?
it was a video game first.
Japan. Why? My favourite... Just a recommendation. My favourite anime is The Devil is a Part-Timer. Just go watch it. It's very funny.
My favorite anime is Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica.
Oh, I'll Google that right now. No need to spell it. I'll just... That's racist, isn't it?
HOUSHOJOU MADOKA MAGICA.
I would just love like a spelling bee, but like for animes. Spell Urutsukadoji.
Spelled Gurren Lagann.
Stop playing with the fingerprint scanner.
I just want to stroke it. Good boy.
Again, with this sexual tension.
Good boy.
This is turning into like just the weirdest sitcom.
Shh, Nathan, let me stroke it.
Stop. Don't. Yeah. I should have made that noise right after that.
Oh dear.
If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me on my Twitter at who.nate.
Who dat Nate?
Who.nate. If you want to find the YouTube channel where Rob and I play games, and also myself and Blake at some points maybe, myself and Robert play Papers, Please and Dark Souls. Apparently our Dark Souls episodes release right after the Yahtzee Dark Souls 2 releases, so
Which
apparently
is
we're
funny.
ripping them off. And Blake and I played Blur, if you please. It's very funny. Last week we discussed David Duchovny and his rampant sex life.
Ooh.
Those of you who don't know, David Duchovny is the lead male of the X-Files. So yeah.
The truth is out
And
there.
did I actually say... No, that's on Whoneedsquality on YouTube.
Yes.
You go find that. I have a Tumblr, but I'm not going to bother. You can just listen to the past episode if you want it.
There's a skit that will be uploaded on the YouTube channel.
I wouldn't say it's a skit, but it's more of just an intro to the channel, which is far too late because the channel's already live.
When Nathan can be bothered to upload it.
It's difficult to edit, and because I need to do like other scripting and do voiceover stuff, and I need
And you need to put like a picture of
Blake.
in.
Yeah, and I need to no, because the thing that pisses me off is that text to voice software nowadays is so advanced and it sounds real. I want fucking Microsoft Sam back, so to make the joke work, but it doesn't exist anymore.
Does Microsoft?
I don't think Microsoft has Microsoft Sam anymore. I think they got rid of the text-to-speech thing. Which is unfortunate, and I think we're done, but I will just say, if you want to follow the podcast on Twitter, it's at AntisocialPcast. If you want to check out the website, it's antisocialpodcast.libsyn.com.
That's LIBSYN.
But that's LIB burp SYN. And I think that's all we really need. Leave us a good
Please
leave us a good review on iTunes after this. We promise they'll get better.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, you go to sleep. I'll end this piece of shit.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.